Jose Alvarez here, submitting my 5 questions for Unit 2 test. Okay, today we're going to be working with the Mayan number system. And the Mayan number system was based off of a base 20 number. So they used 3 symbols for their entire system. The dot indicated 1, the line indicated 5, and the seashell looking symbol here indicated 0. So if we start out with our first number, 9,537, try to figure out how many times 8,000 can go into it. And it can only go into it 1, and the symbol for 1 was the circle. So we're going to do our math here. Subtract that. We have that many left over. So we try to figure out how many times 400 will go into that. 4 times 3 is 12, and 4 times 4 is 16, so that's too many. So we're going with 1,200, so that means goes into it 3 times. The remainder is 337. We're going to try to figure out how many times 20 goes into 327. And that would be 5, 10, 15, 16 for 320. To write the 16, we are writing a line. 5, another line, 10, another line, 15, and then 16 for 320. The remainder is 17. And our last one here is 1. 1 goes into 17 times. We're going to do the same thing. 5, 10, 15, 16, 17. And that's how you would write 9,537 in the Mayan number system. Okay, here we're going to add these 2 numbers here. We're going to use a base number of 6. And in order to do that, you got to understand the placement here. So this is 6 to the 0 power. This is the ones place. 6 to the first power. This is the 6th place. 6 to the second power is 36th place. 6 to the third power is 216th place. 6 to the fourth power is 1,296th place, and 6 to the fifth power is 7,776th place. So these are the 2 numbers I'm going to add up here, this one and this one here. This is indicating that it's in base 6. So this here is indicating that I have 7,776. I have 1,296. I have 216th. I have 36, 36, and 4 ones. To add these together, I've got to make note that my base number is 6. So these first 2 numbers here make up 7. That is 6 and 1. So I'm going to carry over the 1. Once it reaches 6, that's going to be 1 and 1. So my 4 and 3 make 7. 1 here, and the 6 goes up here. I'm carrying that 1 up there. Here I've got 3, 3, and 1. Another 7, 1. Carry the 1. This is 5. That is 5. Let me close this. That is 5. That is 3. And that is 2. So my answer here is 235,511 in a base 6 format. Okay, we're going to be doing some subtraction today in lattice format. Over here on the left side, I've already done my traditional algorithms here, double check my work, and my answer here is correct. So I'm going to transfer these numbers over to the lattice and do the work over here. So I'm going to transfer 6,000s, 200s, 3 10s, 5 1s, 6,235. Same thing with the other number, 3,000s, 800s, 70 10s, 6 1s. Okay, so can subtract 6 from 5, so we're going to have to borrow from the tens over here. We now make this 3 tens, 2 tens, and lend a 10 over here to the 15. Lending a 10 to the 5, making it 15, we can now subtract. And that is 9. So we cannot take away 7 from 2, so we're going to borrow from the hundreds, making that 1 100ths, giving 1 100th over here, and that'll make that 12 tens. We can now subtract this from that to get 5. And once again, we cannot take 8 from the 1. We'll have to borrow from the thousands over here, making that 5 thousands now, given 1,000 over here, making that 11 hundredths. So we'll take away 8 from 11. We have 3. And we can subtract the 3 from the 5, giving that 2. The answer is 2,359 in lattice format.
I've already completed that in the traditional algorithm as seen here, but now we're going to do that same math. We're going to multiply it using the area model. So what I've done is break it down by the place. So I've got 300 here because 3 is in the hundreds place here. I've got 20 here because 2 is in the tens place, and 1 because it is in the ones here. Same thing for this number here, 6,000 because 6 is in thousands place here. 200 because 2 is in the hundreds. 30 because 3 is in the tens, and 5 because it is in the ones. So I'm going to multiply these numbers here to start off. And 6 times 3 is 18. And I'm just going to add my zeros, which is 5 zeros.
And then 2 by 6 is 12. Add my zeros. On my 6, going to add my zeros. 2 by 3, 6, add my zeros. 2 by 2, 4, add my zeros. 1 by 2, 2, adding my zeros. 3 by 3 is 9, add my zeros. 2 by 3, 6, add my zeros. 3 by 1, add my 0. 3 by 5, 15, adding my 2 zeros. 2 by 5 is 10, adding my 1 0. 2 by 5 is 5. Okay, if we add all these numbers up, with just numbers here, 1,235,
which is this number here, 124,700, and this number here, 1,870,500. 2,1,435.
Over here, we're going to do our scaffolding division method over here. We've already got traditional algorithm over here. Double check my work. Everything looks fine. Got my side notes over here. And just to indicate 23 goes into 23 one time. 23 goes into 46 two times. 23 goes into 69 three times. 23 goes into 92 4 times, and so on. And we can also determine this with a larger number. If we made this 460, this would go into 23 would go into 460 20 times, and so forth. So over here, it's going to be one of the first numbers I'm working with. 46, 460, 4,600. That is 200 times. If I do my math here, got this here, and we're going to determine how many times 23 can go into this over here. So we go down our list here. Highest number here, 92 times 10, 20, and that is 40. Subtract here, we got 8, 5, 1, 158. Largest number here is 138. 138, that is 6 times. We've got 20. So if we add this here, 240 and 6, we've got 246. 246 is the quotient. 20 is the remainder.